members get more just for banking with us, like chances to win sweepstakes, plus the convenience of online banking and our mobile app. Our members also help us give back through grants, scholarships, random acts of kindness, and more. Thousands of Arizonans have already joined Arizona's largest credit union, Desert Financial, located inside the Payson Walmart.
Well, good Thursday morning, or as we like to think of it, Friday Eve. 4 minutes past 10 o'clock. We're up to 64 degrees already at the KRIM studios on West Frontier. And it's time for KRIM's Community Spotlight. And this morning, going to be talking about the Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce. With us, their director, Brenda Case, with us, not only here on the radio, but also live on KRIM's Facebook page as well. And first of all, Brenda, thanks for coming down. Always good to see you.
Randy, I love being here. Seeing your smiling face. You got your hair cut since I saw you last.
Yeah. Well,
you look stunning.
The older I get, the more they cut themselves. But yeah, it's all working. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry that your eyesight seems to be waning.
You know, it's this plexiglass thing right here.
Yeah, that's right. It's everything just looks so wonderful in here. Well, now, and you also brought a guest along with you who is no stranger to most of us here in Rim Country, Susan Campbell. We're going to find out a little bit about some of the stuff that she's been doing for the Chamber of Commerce here in just a moment. But to start off with, we want to talk about, as it pertains to the Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce, networking is back.
You know, Randy, networking is back with mask mandates being relaxed just a little bit. We started. I like that you have one on your desk just in case.
Yeah, just in case I need to, you
Yeah,
never know.
You go. But we have we started planning about a month and a half ago, just in case, and I'm excited to say that it was a good move on our part.
Right.
So we are hosting our second annual cornhole tournament.
Woohoo!
And it is a networking event, so it's for chamber members only. If you wish you could be involved and you're not a chamber member, we would love to invite you to become a chamber member so you can be involved.
Right.
And the cornhole tournament, it's the first 20 teams. We have a limit of 20 teams, mostly because it's a double elimination tournament, and 2.5 hours is enough time to be tossing a beanbag around. So
speak for yourself.
There you go. I have to tell you, I'm going to be really honest with you. I've probably never played a full game of cornhole before. I had to YouTube it and watch through it and go, oh my gosh, this is a sport. There's the toss in straight into the hole. There's the slider. There's the stick. There's
a
the
lot of
block.
different techniques, and it is the sport for people who have been banned from horseshoes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. If you can't be trusted,
tunnel.
Yeah, there you go. If you can't be trusted with horseshoes, then pick up a beanbag. No, but it is a lot of fun. It's very popular.
Absolutely. And, we're excited to be able to be hosting this and putting it out there for our members. Really, main idea is business networking. We want to get people out there talking with each other.
Right.
The Chamber of Commerce, our motto is refer to members. So we're going to refer member to member, and this is a great way to let other members know exactly what you have to offer and move forward from there. So it's inexpensive marketing.
Well, and of course the networking opportunity is the big prize, but there is more of a prize if you happen to be the lucky team.
If you're a ringer,
right?
Yeah. Okay. So, or just really lucky. Either way, I'm not sure. But there is.
I'd rather be lucky
prize.
than good any day.
There you go. There's a cash prize for first and second place. First place, $150. Second place, $75, and a ton of fun. But the first place, we're initiating something new.
Uh-oh.
So, Shallow Grave, Dave Morriston has artfully crafted a beautiful hardwood cornhole board.
Wow.
And it's going to be our traveling trophy. So
that will be the trophy.
The champion
Very
who
cool.
wins not just $150 to split between the team, but they'll also get to take that beautiful hardwood board home with them for a year and bring it back as reigning champions the following year.
Wow.
They get to keep their own. They get to keep their bags, and we have Tano Silkscreen who sponsored some Chamber Champion 2021
Oh, wow.
cornhole bags that are theirs to keep forever. So, if you don't have a chamber champion cornhole bag, you just aren't competing.
There you go.
That's all I have to
There's
say.
a Beavis and Butthead joke in here somewhere, but I'm going to steer clear of it all. This sounds like a whole bunch of fun. Now, this is coming up this month.
Actually, this is April, so it's happening in May.
Oh,
it's
just next
May
month. Okay.
14th. We open up for participants on Monday. We have been collecting sponsors for this event because, without sponsors, we can't put these things on.
Right.
So we do have a number of sponsors, and I know that you are happy to let me read them. I have to find them. Let's see. Business sponsors include the Pal Place, Rim Country Bowl and Arizona Bar, Crabtree and Shepherd Insurance, Home Depot, the Powell Place. Oh, I said that one twice. You got double advertisement here. Farmers Insurance, that's Dallin Haas. They're one of our newest members, so I'm excited to have them on board as a sponsor. Iron Horse Signs, Tano Silkscreen and Embroidery, Arizona Roof King, and Payson Plumbing Solutions. So
and Powell Place.
We're getting, yes, and Powell Place.
Gonna
That's
have a
third
special
one.
invoice for them this month.
So, we have our sponsors lined up. I'm excited about that, and participants will start on Monday. And we just hope for a great event, a great opportunity for businesses to get together and have some fun on top of it.
All right, and that's the second annual cornhole tournament, right?
It's the second annual. Maya Crespin did initiate this whole thing with the first annual. It's been about a year and a half since the cornhole tournament actually took place.
COVID messed up a lot of stuff.
It kind of put us on pause, but you know what? We're doing the second. It's just a year and a half pause between, but we're excited about
scary
that.
because there's been a lot of people forced to stay home and practice their cornhole there.
It's going to be interesting, and I can guarantee you there's going to be some Facebook Live going on, so we can see some of these tossers looking, just throwing that bag and doing the slide, doing the direct, doing all those different moves that I learned on YouTube, and I'm excited to be able to watch it all.
Ah, cool.
We also have breakfast and lunch. So I don't want you to pass through that, but it's not associated with the cornhole tournament, but it is associated with business networking. So our April breakfast and luncheon event is on April 20th, and that is this month. We are hosting Jay Cook from Arizona Game and Fish Department.
Oh, right.
And he is on the education side of Arizona Game and Fish and is really looking to connect with our community and publicize how to do some of those outdoor activities so that it increases some of that tourism that we always look for in the summertime, and that helps our businesses as well. So I'm excited about that. And Aspire Arizona is our business partner for that. So we got some events happening, Andy.
That sounds exciting. Now, one of the other things that I think is kind of exciting, I know last time you were in here, we talked about the fact that the Chamber's been getting a lot of new members. Has that been continuing since our last visit?
I'm excited to say it has. So thanks for leading right into that.
We
you
keep
are
trying.
Wonderful. So we're happy to announce several new members. We have On Point Satellite and Wiring, and they are actually located in Pine. They are just up here by 2 weeks. So we're excited to have them on board. Delicious Cafe and Catering. If you have not been there, I encourage that rodeo breakfast sandwich. We just put it on our website.
Really?
Yeah, I gain weight just looking at it, at the photo. But they've done a great job. Adara is a local, came up through the school system here and is now opened a business. And we want to make sure that we support our locals and our new entrepreneurs. So
nice.
Congratulations to Delicious Cafe and Catering. The Better Business Bureau is on board with us. And I'm excited to say they're also going to be speakers at one of the breakfast and luncheons coming up. And one of the things that I found with speaking with the Better Business Bureau, it's not just about calling to complain.
Yeah.
They have a whole nother side to them.
Right.
And it really does benefit local business. And they're focused on assisting rural Arizona. So I'm excited to have that partnership established. And then, of course, Arizona Game and Fish. And Jay Cook will be with us. So they're also new members. I obviously won't let you speak unless you're a member.
There you go. But it sounds like, and the neat thing about all of these different events is the synergistic benefits of being able to just do some networking and a lot of the different businesses, find interesting ways to help each other that's mutually beneficial. And it's just a good win-win all the way around.
One of my favorite things, Randy, is really promoting. I promote all businesses in Rim Country, but my heart loves to reach out to those local businesses, those businesses that are family based, and I'm excited. Just like Delicious Cafe and Catering, it's exciting to see people from Payson actually building their own businesses here.
Right.
And I love supporting that. So if you're a local business, a family-owned business, please contact me if you're not a member of the Chamber. We want to be able to support your business and your success in Rim Country.
Outstanding. And one of the other things that I know that you work on a lot is just keeping everybody informed. And I know you stay really busy. It seems like every time we're talking, you're busily or hurriedly rushing from one thing to the next. They keep you running. But you keep the membership informed on all kinds of different concerns.
Well, we're trying to communicate better. And we want to make sure that people are aware of not only the events that are going on, to see if participating in those events will benefit their business, but also, we want chamber members to understand that we care about their business. And if we don't know what your business needs are, it's very difficult to plan activities, events, marketing, that meet your needs. So communication is a key to that. One of the ways that we are trying to increase that communication is through a monthly news e-blast. The chamber used to do a newsletter, like the paper kind, and we just found that it didn't reach out as far as I needed it to reach out. So on a wing and a prayer, we created a news e-blast that goes out the last week of each month. And one of the things that is I'm excited about is in that end of the month news blast, we have a historical highlight, and that is targeting a local business, chamber member business, and simply writing an article about their history. It's not advertisement, it's celebration. We're celebrating a local business, and we've had the opportunity to celebrate a couple so far. The first one was Discover Gila County, and I think we did have Cameron in here a few months ago, and he was able to speak to that. I serve on that board, and it was a no-brainer for me to get started with that one. And what I found is that I struggle to find the time to write those stories.
But you found a solution to this dilemma.
In comes the solution to that. You see, behind every good community person is a ghostwriter.
There you go.
And I found a ghostwriter. And so last month we celebrated the historical celebration of smart systems with Scott Moody.
Right.
And I'm happy to say that I will reveal my ghostwriter today. So I would like you to introduce and interview Susan Campbell. And, I'm excited that she makes me look good.
And Susan, you got your work cut out for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I do like to write, and Brenda and I have been partners for a long time because we were a team at the school district office for 7 years.
I think it was 8. 8 years, yeah.
Time
and I've
flies.
known you for like almost 10 now.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, how cool. So, and this is, now, let's just pick on smart systems for a minute. These guys really have a pretty amazing story anyway. I had them build me a pretty advanced video editing system, and that was like almost 3 years ago, and it's still working perfectly. And anybody that's just bought a computer 3 years later, it's like a boat anchor. But they have built me an amazing system. They really know their stuff, and so it must have been kind of fun to just do a little research and write something up on them.
Yes, it was great fun, especially for someone who thinks the most technical thing in the world is a grand piano. So,
oh, there you go. But those are pretty darn good, though.
Actually, I also bought my computer there.
Right.
But they have a great staff with a lot of longevity, which you don't see a lot. And I think that is thanks to Scott, his work ethic, his just his overall ethics, how he feels the business should go. He says, they want to give you security, they want to fix your problems, but they'll never sell you a bill of goods. That's what he said.
Well, and it's, I think what we're hearing, though, too, is exactly why you bring a great benefit to the Chamber of Commerce, because you take the time to understand their story, get it clear in your mind before the pen ever hits the paper or the keys or fingers ever touch the keyboard, whatever medium you like working with. But it takes some time to understand what the story is and then figure out a way to communicate that clearly.
Yes, it was. And I send questions, and they're almost all open-ended questions. What, how, why, where, when, tell me, describe, things like that.
And nothing that can be answered yes or no.
Pretty much no on that. I'm asking one question pretty much universally is, what's the labor situation like here in Payson? And finding out that it's pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hearing that from a lot of people.
So we do it all by email, and if I have follow-up questions, I ask them. And I've just gotten such great information on the first one with smart systems. I told Brenda, I said it wrote itself.
Wow.
And that's pretty much what's been happening.
And for you, Brenda, this has got to be, as you mentioned, it's got to be a big weight off your shoulders, because you get the finished product, which you desperately need to be able to keep things moving forward with the chamber, but you're not having to cut into your time, which is already cut into quite a bit.
Well, I'm a control freak, Randy, and
I didn't say that.
self-proclaimed
Okay.
control freak, and so it's very hard for me to hand things over, delegate, unless I'm absolutely confident in the person that I'm delegating to. I do that helicopter thing. With Susan, I don't have to, because we have a history together. When I was working with the school district, she was my proofer. If I got in a bind, I could turn to her, and so there's already an established trust there. And I had absolutely no doubt when I'll back up just a fuzz. This idea was only massaged by me. It was given to me by Hoyt Scablin, who is the CEO for Banner Health.
Right.
We had a meeting, and he just wanted to kind of get to know where I was coming from with the Chamber of Commerce as a new person in town. And he said, Brenda, I was very actively involved in the chamber from where I came from. And he said, it was very similar to Payson. And he goes, he shared with me this idea. And I thought, okay, so we can't afford that, but how can I massage that idea and make it something that's good, celebrating our membership, but also financially responsible for what I'm dealing with the chamber. And Susan came to mind. And I know that Susan retired at the end of last year formally and is still working there, but is doing a little bit more part-time. And so I said, hey, Susan. And she jumped at the opportunity. So I have to say, this is not all me. This is about the people around me.
Sure.
And it's an opportunity to not only acknowledge Susan's gift. She's an amazing writer, but it is also celebrating our people. And I think it's a good thing. It's brand new. We got tunnel silkscreen and embroidery coming up next.
Yes.
And so they will be at the end of April thrown out there with a historical highlight. And she's got 4 in the cooker going.
Right.
So it's kind of exciting.
Well, it would make sense,
exciting.
Susan, that by as Brenda put it, having a few in the cooker. I mean, it sounds like there's really no big, huge, crush deadline, problem. I mean, you can kind of ease through this without it being a real big problem for you.
Right. But I have to say, though, this is the first time I knew it was a monthly. I thought it was weekly. So I have been trying to keep up with things.
Well, that's
It's
a good
monthly,
thing.
Susan. I can't do weekly. It's monthly.
So now, Susan, when it comes to your writing, how long have you been doing this kind of stuff?
Well, I've always enjoyed writing. I don't know how I learned writing. I think I'm better at essays, letters to the editor, things like that. But
Right.
I can find a hook almost anywhere and develop it into something. And I did a lot of writing at the school district. I did a lot of press releases,
Grant writing.
Right.
grant
Now,
writing.
and that right there, it takes a real gift. I've been involved in some grant writing myself, and that's not something that just anybody can jump into.
Right. And even programming the electronic sign over by the bus barn.
Right.
That was something I tried to be as creative with my
Wow.
little 3-line blurbs on there.
you get
that
this
could
many
read
characters,
as you're
make it
driving
interesting,
by,
yeah.
3 seconds to see it.
Right.
So, yeah, I do like to write, and I've just been doing it for a long time. And I think I don't just write and let it go. As I tell Brenda, let me let this percolate overnight. And then I edit, and I think I follow most of the rules, but I do enjoy it.
But
and the people, and you get to learn so much,
Right.
and meet other people and get the word out. Sometimes if I send a letter to the editor, I think, oh, I'm going to get blowback on this one.
Right.
And maybe I do, maybe I don't, but mostly I hear from people, I really liked your letter. So.
Right. Well, it makes sense, and it's what a great benefit for the chamber membership to be able to be highlighted and written about by someone who actually knows how to do it. Because there are some folks that will take 4 pages to make a paragraph of a point, and then there's the other end of the spectrum where they don't tell you nearly enough to really paint the picture. And it sounds like you got that nailed down really good. So
Well, thank you.
Well, and thanks for what you're doing with the chamber. I think this is a wonderful thing. So is the idea then to slowly make your way through the chamber membership on this?
I hope so.
Wow.
I hope so. But my goal is also to build chamber memberships.
Sure.
So it may be an eternal event. Because as we build, they get put on that list too. And it's a random selection. We're looking for, right now, people that have some history up here in Payson. But that doesn't mean it's limited to people that maybe have a brand new business. But we're just getting this off the ground. I'm excited. I've gotten good feedback so far. Again, thank you to Hoyt Scablin, who planted the seed, and to my ghostwriter, who's not really a secret anymore, Susan Campbell, who makes it happen. I just take it and plug it into an e-blast and celebrate our membership. That's my goal. We want our members to be maximized as best we can, and to make it something that every business in RIM country says, hey, I want to be a part of that.
Well, and there's so many benefits to being a member of the chamber, but I think that's all really magnified right now as far as the potential benefit because of everything we've gone through this last year with the COVID thing. I mean, it makes more and more sense for any business to be a member of the chamber and benefit from some of the different things like this that you're doing. And this is just one of a number.
Well, I thank you for that, Randy, because really my personal philosophy is for the chamber to be the guide and then step back. Because our celebration needs to be the businesses. Mm-hmm. That needs to be who we're focused on, not on the chamber. The chamber is the tool,
right?
The vessel, the vehicle. And so it's a little bit, it's just my personality. So I'm excited to be able to do new and different things and see how they work. If they work, great, we'll keep doing them. If they don't work, then we'll massage it and try it a different way.
Well, and as we are finally headed into the summer festival season, a lot of different things around Payson going on. And this year with things being a little more relaxed. Last year, kind of like the year from hell for a lot of businesses, I think. But I mean, it's we've gotten past that, and it looks like I think we can all see the light at the end of the tunnel finally, and that's very encouraging.
And I have to tell you, we've gotten 3/4 of the way through this this community spotlight, and I haven't thrown out my email yet. So
let's do that 3 times real quick.
As you promote people getting involved with the chamber, and if you're a business owner, contacting the chamber to see if what we have to offer benefits your business or not, I would just ask that you contact me, Brenda at rimcountrychamber.com, or you can call the chamber. And Randy, the number is
474-4515.
That's right, and we'll put a 928 in front of it because I hear we're going to have to start dialing area codes before too long.
That's right.
I think it's going to be the law. So thank you for always supporting the chamber. KRIM has just always been phenomenal and first to step up. And Randy, you're not so bad yourself. You
Well,
know.
don't tell anybody. Let's keep that a secret. My wife and I both have spent time on the chamber board,
Yes.
and for the 40 years that we've been around Payson, the chamber has provided a lot of benefit in many different ways over many different years, and it really businesses owe it to themselves now more than ever, I think, because of the chamber has become a much more refined professional sort of focus than perhaps it has been at times in the past, and I'm talking about years ago. But if you have a business in any part of Rim Country, I think you'd be really remiss by not being a member of the chamber. It just the benefits far outweigh, any other concern that you could have.
And I'll just emphasize that the benefits are given by membership level, but you can maximize your benefits by being involved. If you just purchase a membership and do nothing, it's just going to be purchasing a membership and getting your name on the family
So
list.
you get out of it what you put into it.
You get out what you put in. And, sometimes it's in volunteering some things. Sometimes it's just in participating. It's in getting to know other businesses within the membership. It's referring to fellow business members within the family. And really, that's that kind of support that we need in business. For a small cost, it's well worth the connections that you make.
Makes perfect sense. Sadly, we're out of time, but always a pleasure to talk with you, Brenda. Again, if you want to find out more about the Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce and how they can benefit you and your business, and especially even, you folks that you maybe have a home-based business, things like that, there's still a lot of benefits, that can be brought your way from the Rim Country Regional Chamber of Commerce. Drop Brenda an email at brenda@rimcountrychamber.com or pick up the phone, call her multiple times every day at 928-474-4515. Brenda, as always, a pleasure to have you in here. And Susan Campbell, good to see you again, too.
Thank you very much.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right. We got to get back to more of your favorite music. Have some great tunes coming up from Creedence, Clearwater Revival, Lifehouse, Hall & Oates, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Traveling Wilburys, and more. But first, a quick look at Rim Country weather.
Now here is the KRIM weather forecast for Payson and surrounding areas. I'm nowcast meteorologist Jim Vo.